Good morning, cyber traders, and welcome back on this Monday, last week of the month of August. Good to see you, Brad, Grant, William, everyone on social media. Welcome back. Hopefully, everybody is had a great weekend. It's back to work, and let me tell you, Friday was probably one of the better Fridays we had in I don't know the whole summer. My God, what a huge rally we had! Big run ups. If you were not long, you were wrong. Yeah, on Friday, I was all in cash. I mean, I was out of cash. I bought a bunch of stock. Thank God on Thursday, and just things just across the board, just killing it. So everything did great. Also did a couple of swing trades from Friday. By the way, we got a big runner up on this one right here. This OSRH. We'll bring up the level 4 and check it out in a little bit. But that one's obviously doing really well in pre-market. Nice little move, inexpensive, level 1 stock. I don't know if everybody here got a piece of it, but it did pretty well. But regarding about what happened on Friday, I mean, just literally just across the board, everything that you looked at did well. Every brand name stock took off. Just want to bring it up. This is basically Tesla. You could see it there right at the gate, 9:30. When the news came out at 10 a.m. So it was all about what happened, what Powell said about inflation's down. He's definitely getting lower interest rates. Just no matter what stock you were in, they all took off. NVIDIA took off. Everything just flying. No matter, even if it was a stock that you wouldn't even trade, that was not even a fabulous 7. They were all up there. Bull, Palantir, all of them. They all took off, did great. Even Bitcoin did really well too. But obviously, the news that came over the weekend, obviously, Bitcoin taking a massive hit right there. And we'll check out Bitcoin on a level 4 and see what's going on. But some of the inexpensive stocks that did pretty well, I'm still actually long these two positions right here. NEO was a great runner-up. NEO has been a good swing trade. Once it broke this high right around here, 520, you could see NEO just basically just took off, doing just great today. And I am putting NEO back on the watch list a little bit, on the B list. I might be getting out. We got some long-term charts right here. Yeah, we got some big resistance. So we're at major resistance levels right here. You could see it. Anyone here jumped on the NEO? $7 is a pretty big resistance. And if it does break that, then maybe it'll test to 8, but 7 is pretty big. We're starting to trend down a little bit. Let me check. Let me see the orders out here on this thing right now. Yeah, you could see. I'm going to show you right here on level 4. You can see NEO right there. You see the big resistance levels. Program trading kicked in at 8 a.m. You see that big order out there, 162,000, and that's only pre-market. That's not even the market's even open. But it's got some support levels. I'll probably hold it here pretty well. And open, just what a great running stock. This thing just absolutely was fabulous. You could see here on the long-term chart, just great runner-up from Friday. Continue up a little bit bigger, but we had that big run-up since July. Ran from $1 up to 5, came up. Just a great run-up. Open also doing really well, too. We're going to put the open back on the watch list. All right. But just going down the list of all these brand names, there was just everything from, no matter what you traded, they all did great. Everything did fabulous. Now, for this morning, you know what? This is the last week, and it's going to be, personally, it's going to probably be a little bit of a short week because it's Labor Day on Monday. So this is technically the last weekend of summer. So I'm feeling Thursday and Friday might not be active as much unless somebody's coming out with some big news. Maybe Powell's going to do something. I don't know. Anything could happen. But on those days, I would be really focused. It's probably getting a lot more action this week. I know Josh has class this week. So we got phase 2 that's kicking in. So if you're a student of ours, definitely be in there. I tell everybody this. September, October, and November are literally one of the best volatile markets of the year to trade. So you don't want to be learning at the worst time. You want to be learning at the worst time. You don't want to be learning at the best time. So make sure you get into those classes. And if you can't get into those classes, you could always talk to Education Advisor at Cyber Trading University. I'll tell you a little bit how to get in there. Couple of stocks also that let's go through the watch list and see what the big percentage gainers has to offer us. You got this caps that's moving up pretty nice, inexpensive, 62,000 shares. A lot of trades going off on the offer here. And let's go see what the orders look like on it. Caps and OSRH. Got to get that one up there too. So Caps is trying to trend down. I'm just getting a little data right now on it. He's on level 4. It doesn't really look like it's going anywhere since 8 o'clock this morning. It's kind of more trending down, but we'll put this on the B list. CAPS. We got the OSRH on top. This one's moving up really nicely. Look, this stock took a very big hit, making higher highs. This one looks really nice. HCWB. Good volume, 19 million shares, tradable. HCWB. A lot of good orders all over the place. This one's a little bit cleaner. You can see it right there. A couple of orders here, 6,000, 11,000. Buyers out here right around 550, 530. So, yeah, this one a better trend. STSS, we remember this stock. This stock just got crushed. Oh, my God. Talking about reverse stock splits, maybe. Man, this thing took a big hit. A lot of green going on over here. This one's moving up pretty decent. We'll put this on the list. STSS. This one's not bad. ASST, we trade that stock a few times. You remember this one. This has been a big mover, fun stock. ASST. That one is nice. Up 26%. Another cheap one right here, QIPT, trending up pretty nicely. Good spread, 2 million shares in pre-market. Well, we're having so far a pretty good list for a Monday. Like I said, it's probably due to the holidays coming up. This CGTX, my God, this thing has just been going up like a rocket. $1, already up at 3. Look at that long-term chart. Still making new highs on it. I would be probably a little careful on the spread. We'll see how she opens up in the morning, but that one looks pretty good too. This one gapped up, but it's on the downtrend a little bit, 18%. VLO was a new nice little mover right here. A lot of volume picking up on this stock right here. VELO. This thing just started taking off at 9 a.m., so something must have came out on news on that one. VELO. Let's go check out the orders. Let's see what we got going on. Probably got a lot of buying that kicked in right here. Yeah, you can see it right here. So when 9 o'clock kicked in, these 2 orders got filled. That one got filled. Big green ball. Big resistance levels here at 5. So it's probably going to cap out right there. We'll see what happens when it gets close to 5, but that one's doing really good. This one just keeps trending up little by little, but it's 14%. Now, remember, once we get around 10% in pre-market, we usually cut off. When the market opens up, 5%, we usually work off that. Losers, anything got really beat up here? Any bad news over the weekend on some of these stocks that showed up here? Nothing there. New York Stock Exchange, what do we got going on over there? This one's up 32%, 8 million shares. OfferPad Solutions, kind of flat, I would say. You know how things go. New York never really has a lot to offer. SBET, ETHD, we trade that stock many of times. That stock took a very big hit. It's at 8%. And you can see really quick, all the Bitcoin stocks are all on the losers list, all of them. And let me bring up Bitcoin here for you. So Bitcoin looks like it's making a little bit of a comeback. There is a lot of support levels at 110,000. That is a major, major, major support level. So here's an IBIT that usually a fan of what we trade. And here in the long-term chart, a lot of support levels right around here, 62. So right around 62.50 is probably the 110,000 on Bitcoin. All right. So if it holds there, then it could be a good buy. All right. And it's a pretty decent list for a Monday, I would say. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stocks. All right. Not bad. Anything else that I'm missing I did not call out? weekend Intel. You know what? Let's go check out Intel too. I forgot to bring up Intel because there was news on Intel that the U.S. government just bought 10% of the company. Intel obviously had a good pop right there. It doesn't look like it really didn't move that much of the needle in the market, but obviously Intel another big runner up due to what happened on Friday. All right. All right, traders, anything else? All right, so listen, let's get ready for the market open up. You got about 15 minutes. If you're watching on social media, here's a QR code. If you guys want to come join our trading floor, we're going to be here all day long. Just take your phone, scan that QR code. We commentary all day instead of just showing up here at 9 a.m. at 2:30. I know we have a lot of new members that are starting today. If you're new to Cybertrade University, just please look, listen, and learn. The 3 famous L's that we go by. And I know that I have a lot of appointments with some of you here that I'm going to be talking to. So just please enjoy. If you have any questions, save it when we have that little conversation together. All right. And hopefully we'll see if we can make you part of the team or not. Good luck, everyone. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 15 minutes. All right. We're ready to trade this market.